At least 6 judges of some of the country's top courts risk losing their jobs should they be found guilty of charges of abuse of office and gross misconduct. The judges, who include 2 from the Supreme Court, are set to appear before the Judicial Service Commission to answer to the charges. Some have said they will not honor the summons, setting the stage for a protracted battle with the JSC, which is tasked with disciplining the judicial officers. NTV's Silas Apollo reports.
In a notice issued by the Judicial Service Commission, about 6 judges, 2 from the Supreme Court, have cases to answer after a number of petitions were filed against them. The 6 are Justices Jackton Ojwang and Njoki Ndung'u, both of the Supreme Court, Justice Njagi Marete, James Wakiaga, Richard Mwongo and Mary Muthoni Gitumbi, all of the High Court. The 6 have been charged with issuing biased and predetermined judgments, receiving bribes to influence decisions, abuse of office, gross misconduct, among other offences. Justice Ojwang faces accusations of conflict of interest and impropriety. Justice Marete is accused of delivering a biased ruling in favour of union officials in a case pitting Kenya Plantation Workers Union and the Kenya Tea Growers Association. Justice Wakiaga, on the other hand, has been accused of corruption, while Justice Gitumbi is set to respond to accusations of delaying a ruling. Justice Wakiaga today appeared before the JSC to answer to the allegations filed against him, with Justice Ndung'u of the Supreme Court set to appear tomorrow. But even as this went on, it has emerged that one of the petitions filed against Justice Ojwang and Justice Ndung'u has been withdrawn, a decision that has seen some of the judges boycott summons. Lawyer Apollo Mboya, who had filed a petition seeking the removal of the 2, withdrew his complaint on ground that the JSC had failed to look into the matter 3 years after it was filed. Mboya, in a letter to the JSC, says, and I quote, "It is my view that the JSC has fallen foul of the provisions of the law, and I do not wish to countenance the infringement of His Lordship and Ladyship's rights to administrative action, which is expeditious, efficient, lawful, reasonable, and procedurally fair." He goes on to say, "For the above reasons, this is to notify you that I respectfully decline the invitation to appear before the JSC. By this letter, I request that the complaint be marked as withdrawn." Already, Justice Ojwang has written to the JSC arguing that he will not honor the summons and he will instead be represented by his lawyers, a request the Commission has declined according to sources. Besides the Mboya petition, Justice Ojwang is also facing other petitions seeking to remove him from office for abuse of office and corruption allegations. As pressure mounts on Chief Justice David Maraga to rein in on some of the rogue magistrates and judges in the judiciary, more focus will be on the Judicial Service Commission, the body tasked with appointing and disciplining judges. Silas Apollo, NTV.